Aloha, I'm Hi'ilave Neves.
And I'm Kaya LaGuardia Yonamine.
We have breaking news today. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake has hit Peru, and all of the Pacific is under a tsunami warning.
Right now, we are joined today with Nathan Becker, a senior duty scientist from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, and Chuck Anthony, the Director of Affairs at the Joint Base Pearl Harbor, to talk to us about the natural disaster as it is developing. Thank you for joining us.
So first, Nathan, could you just give us a summary of what exactly is happening and what can we expect?
Certainly. So as you said, we had a magnitude 9 earthquake. It was in southern Peru. Earthquakes of this magnitude will generate very large damaging tsunamis that are a hazard to the nearest coastline, but throughout the Pacific Ocean as well. On the graphic behind me, you can see the distribution of where the largest waves will be, which will be through the southern Pacific Ocean, but Hawaii is at risk as well. So there'll be severe impacts in Peru, less severe elsewhere, but still severe enough to merit evacuations in those places.
Thank you. And for Chuck, when it comes to the state of the people of Hawaii, what is our evacuation plan?
So we have enough time to make sure that everybody gets away from coastal inundation zones in an orderly fashion. We don't anticipate that the tsunami will hit the state until about 3 a.m. So the plan is that we need to get everybody off of coastal areas no later than midnight tonight. That's the plan. And again, we want to have an orderly evacuation.
And when it comes to personal property that we aren't able to take to these evacuation zones, what do you recommend for people to do?
The first thing people really need to remember is that the first thing they need to do is protect life and limb. Don't worry so much about property. Take what you can into the shelters, but don't worry so much about property on the coastal areas. There's really nothing that you can do about it. Take care of yourself and your family first.
All right, and for Nathan, before we hear from some Pacific Nation officials, can you tell us what we can expect for the aftermath of this tsunami?
Certainly. So once the tsunami hazard has passed, well, two things are going to happen. Once the Tsunami Warning Center is going to issue a cancellation of its services when the hazard from the waves has passed, but the hazard may persist in areas that have been flooded for some time later. And so therefore, please listen to state officials, Hawaii Emergency Management, to let you know when it's actually safe to return. There could be power lines down and other kind of hazards that have to be assessed before anyone can return.
All right. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today. And now we're going to hear from some of our reporters out in the field speaking with nation officials from all across the Pacific.
Hi, my name is Shelby, and I'm here with the President of Mexico. What time will we expect the effect come to Mexico?
Muchas gracias, antes que nada, Shelby, por darnos la oportunidad de poder hablar con la gente a través de tu programa. Quiero decir que después de recibir la noticia de este sismo de magnitud 9 ocurrido en el sur del Perú y que tiene potencial de generar un tsunami que afecte las costas de México, el Sistema Nacional de Protección Civil se ha activado. Toda la Fuerza del Estado Mexicano a través del Plan DN3 que maneja las Fuerzas Armadas, el Plan Marina y por supuesto el de la Guardia Nacional están apoyando a los sistemas estatales y municipales de protección civil en el proceso de evacuación. Afortunadamente tenemos tiempo para llevar a cabo este proceso y la gente está cooperando desde ese primer momento. Yo personalmente hablé con todos los gobernadores de los estados de la costa del Pacífico que podrían verse afectados en algún momento.
And what should people know as they evacuate from their cities?
Pues recordar, tomar los papeles importantes con ellos y seguir todas las recomendaciones que las Fuerzas Armadas les están haciendo al momento de evacuar, principalmente las zonas bajas. También se ha hecho el comunicado de que se ha cerrado la actividad marítima, toda la actividad marítima, especialmente a embarcaciones pequeñas, y todas las actividades de playa están totalmente prohibidas.
All right, and what should people bring as they evacuate from their houses?
Sus papeles importantes, principalmente papeles importantes y sus mascotas. Las cosas de gran valor, pero aquí lo importante es privilegiar la vida antes que nada. Tenemos tiempo suficiente, se espera gradualmente que pudiera estar afectando las costas de México de 6:30 de la mañana aproximadamente en el sur de México, entre 8 y 9 de la mañana en el centro de México y ya hacia las 9, 10, 11 de la mañana en la zona de la Baja California, Sinaloa y Sonora.
And thank you for joining us. We will be talking to Donovan with the Governor of America Samoa.
Good Good morning. I'm here with the governor of American Samoa, who will be giving her opening thoughts on the current crisis.
Good morning and thank you. This afternoon, there was a 9.0 earthquake generated out of the coast of Peru. We will expect a tsunami wave, and I know it's triggering a lot of families and residents who experienced the 2009 tsunami. I ask that everyone come together as a islander to please, we need everyone to remain calm and that we will expect a tsunami wave as early as 3 a.m. So more information is to be expected about the latest update on the upcoming wave.
So, what are the current evacuation plans for American Samoa?
So currently, right now, we reached out to the two service providers, Blue Sky and Astica. They will issue a wireless emergency alert to update the general public about the advisory and the warning of what time the tsunami to expect the first wave. What we are encouraging our general public is to stay alert. Let's all come together as islanders, reach out to your neighbors. If there are anyone that has a disability or have no transportation but are located in the flooding zone, to please assist and help them evacuate right now and to just move to higher grounds away from the flooding zone area.
And what should people be taking with them in this evacuation?
So that's a good question. So since we have enough time, now is the time to start charging your devices. Take your mobile device so we can update you on the latest alerts or warning or any type of information.
And thank you. I believe that's all the time we have. We'll be kicking it now to the Prime Minister, or Trevor, with the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Thank you, Donovan. I'm here with the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Prime Minister, how big of a threat is this tsunami going to be to New Zealand, and when are we expecting it to hit?
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. 3 hours ago, a very strong earthquake caused extensive damage and killed many people in Peru. This earthquake has also generated a tsunami, a series of tsunami waves, which are heading our way. We have time to prepare, and now is the time to do so. The Cabinet has instructed our Emergency Management Authority to trigger a mandatory evacuation of all coasts and low-lying areas in the north, east, and south facing parts of all our islands. The tsunami wave will arrive around 2 a.m., but we need to evacuate by 10 p.m. Everyone needs to evacuate. My family will evacuate. If you have friends or neighbors who may need assistance, please help them evacuate. For others, please open your doors and let evacuees find shelter during this night. It's cold outside. No one should be left behind, and our emergency management authorities will make sure that's the case. We are in it together, and we can do it. Ngā mihi.
Prime Minister, what are the evacuation plans being put into place right now?
So our emergency management authority have a very well-detailed and well-constructed evacuation plan, which we have triggered. We ask people to evacuate, as I said, by 10 p.m. so that our emergency management personnel can go around and make sure that everyone has indeed evacuated before the tsunami arrives at around 2 a.m.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to pass it on to Alicia with the Chief Commander of Singapore.
Thank you, Trevor. I'm here with the Chief Commander of Singapore. So we heard that the Singapore Armed Forces are here to help with the natural disaster. So what are you guys going to do to help?
We are aware of the ongoing natural disaster that has just happened off the coast of Peru, and we stand ready to assist the government of Peru as well as its people. We have a landing ship tank that's en route in that area with a helicopter, Chinook helicopter, that can assist with the aerial assessment of damages as well as evacuation of personnel if necessary.
So what are the golden hours to help out?
The golden hours for such a natural disaster is usually in the immediate couple of hours, and everyone where the possibility of saving lives are greater.
So what should the people in affected areas do right now?
As of now, it's still a warning, and we are monitoring the situation closely. Public are advised, those that are staying within 5 kilometers to the western coast, are to move to higher ground and safe areas.
So how bad do you think the situation will be?
We are still monitoring the situation, so we will give an update as and when necessary.
Thank you. And now we're passing it to Sarah with the Governor of Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Sarah with the Lieutenant Governor of Hawaii. What can we expect for the people of Hawaii?
Let me begin by telling you that Governor Ham is away and I am stepping in. I've been in close communications with him. He's monitoring the situation from California right now. And I want to assure you that everything is under control for now in the state of Hawaii.
And what do those evacuation plans look like for the people of Hawaii?
Well, this is a very serious, dangerous tsunami. We know that from the information from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, and then also from our emergency managers in American Samoa, which was struck by the tsunami. So this is a very dangerous tsunami that we need to evacuate all coastal areas. We have issued a mandatory evacuation for everyone living in a coastal area. So we are urging all residents, all workers, all businesses to leave the evacuation area, the coastal areas, by 12 midnight tonight. The tsunami is expected to strike coastal areas at 3 a.m. So it's very important that we get all of our residents out of this area, all the citizens out of this area.
Okay. And any important things that they should bring?
Yeah, here's a go bag, which I brought along, which should include medications. It should include food and water for at least 3 days. It should also include your important documents as well, too. So everyone should pack a go bag and be ready to evacuate the areas as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant Governor. We're going to head over to Noi with the Prime Minister of Japan.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. I'm with Daisuke Kato, the Prime Minister of Japan. We just want to ask you a couple questions. So, what locations in Japan will be affected, as well as the time of impact?
I will tell reaching time and place. Kushiro is 5:20 a.m. Hakodate is 6:01 a.m. Katsura is 5:56 a.m. Nagasaki is 8:58 a.m. Okinawa is 9:10 a.m.
Okay, and so what is the time of the impact from where the earthquake happened?
February 24th, 9 a.m.
Okay. And so where should citizens go for more information, as well as just up-to-date updates for this event?
Please pay attention on TV and radio.
Thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to tell the citizens of Japan about this event?
Please pay attention to the information and about the residents of Taiheiyo coastal area. Please evacuate as soon as possible to the safe place as higher as possible.
Okay. And so, I guess taking it back to what cities will be affected the most, or I guess the quickest?
Probably all cities of Taiheiyo coastal area.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Prime Minister of Japan. We'll take it back to the studio with Kaya and Lave.
Thank you for tuning in, and keep watching for more information as this event unravels.
Remember to listen to your local officials and evacuate. Do not wait. Stay safe and aloha.